Is it not at a disadvantage because of education?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, there are those who believe that it is a deliberate way of you northern elites to keep your people perpetually uneducated and poor so that you can control them.
No.
But is that fair?
No. That's not the correct thinking. I will tell you why. You see, in a way, religion played a role there. The man who has not gone to school, he's been told that he can marry 4 wives, is allowed, and that he can give birth to 27, 30 children. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So he's not even thinking that, these 27, 37 children, I have to educate them. And I do not have a house where I can provide 27 rooms for everybody to sleep comfortably. And you know what comfort does to intellectual development,
Mm-hmm.
So that is not correct. I think what is happening is that because of deficit of education, maybe, and I hope I'm wrong, maybe the leaders did not put in place what was reasonably necessary to accommodate that dislocation for the purpose of educating the populace. So rather, they leave it that way. That's how.
But isn't the failure of the leadership of the North?
It is. It is.
So you and your colleagues, Northern elite, you have failed your people.
Well, I will enter a plea of no guilty to that charge, in the sense that have we been given the opportunity, for example, to occupy, you understand, positions from which we can generate policies that will address these issues? If you don't have that opportunity, what do you do?
But the Northern elite have failed the people of the North.
Well, I don't want
with
to
the rate of out-of-school children, the level of poverty in that, the backwardness that you see in development, isn't a sheer failure of some of you who lead the North?
I don't know what your definition of failure is.
But when people from that region of the country cannot favorably stand shoulder to shoulder with their colleagues in the South, they don't have the same advantage or the same opportunity that they have. Most of them are on the street. Do you know the number of millions of people or children who are on the street?
That was inherent. If I conversely now accuse the southern part of the country of moving with policies that deliberately put the North in the disadvantaged area, what will be your defense?
Is it the South that caused the disadvantages that you see in the North?
There are a lot of things that came to play.
There are those people who say some of the southern states are deliberate efforts by some leaders in the South to keep the South more developed than you find in the North. These are debates.
Let me tell you.
These are conversations.
These conversations at times will generate something different because the understanding may be different. But let me tell you something. Unfortunately, we fought a war. After the war, you understand, the civil service of this country was hijacked by a section of this country. And therefore, deliberate efforts were made to make sure that their people are empowered as a deliberate issue. Deliberate policy was put in place, albeit not clearly outwardly, that can be read, to keep another section perpetually distant from the civil service of this country. You understand?
And you blame leaders from the South for that?
Why will I blame them? I won't blame them. But I will say they betrayed the thinking of our heroes past who believe in the unity of this country and who wanted to see a strong, united Nigeria. They betrayed that.
So you do not accept the blame on the northern elite for keeping the North underdeveloped?
They are not keeping maybe what I don't understand. You see,
you still don't agree that your children are on the street, Senator, in the northern part of the country. In their millions out of school, uncared for, uncatered for.
Let me tell you.
Is that not the failure of the leaders of that region?
It's not.
Who is responsible for them?
I don't want to say it's failure. You understand? Now, education is not something you pick on the street. It's a resource-backed enterprise. You understand? Now, can you honestly say that resource-wise, the North had opportunity to have the resources that will turn the North around educationally? You were able to do your own, Sheung, because I've given you an example that if you take 10 Sheungs from the South, their children will be averaging 3 and 4. Huh? Mm-hmm. If you take 10 Balana Allahs from the North, they will be averaging 12, 20. So if, for example, you give 1 million to Sheung to educate 4 children, and you give the same 1 million for Na'Allah to educate 27 children, that doesn't mean I have 27. I have only 3. You understand? So you see, these things are issues that were as old as the independence of this country, and our leaders knew about this, and they have made efforts to make sure that that situation is reversed.